Here we go with the 10,253rd Open G video on YouTube. Here's an electric guitar. If I play the 4th, 3rd, 2nd strings right in the middle of the guitar, that is a G triad. Sounds pretty nice. But what if I play all 6 strings? That's technically an E minor 11th. It's known more commonly as a mess. So, now let's look at a guitar in open G. 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. It's the same. That G triad is still there. But now that G triad is surrounded by strings that sound good with it. And so you have this pretty tuning. So all your noodling and doodling and whatever, sounds nice all of a sudden. And all of a sudden you can do all these open G tunes. So Open G allows you a lot of possibilities. Those songs by the Stones and Black Crowes and Led Zepp that didn't ever sound right, even though you supposedly had the right chords, didn't sound right because you weren't in the right tuning. Open G will get you to those songs. So how do we get to Open G tuning? I'm going to put up a couple of charts to possibly help and illustrate, and then I'll explain. We were looking at the keyboard, actually. And I think that's maybe the best representation of all the notes that we play based on pitches from low to high. Now, if you noticed, we had notes that had blue dots and yellow dots, and red was middle C. The blue dots are standard tuning. Gives a whole new meaning to playing the blues. And the yellow dots are open G tuning. And so if you follow that, you can get an idea of where open G is as opposed to where standard tuning is. If you'll see, open G actually has 3 Ds. Where's my report card? 2 Gs and a D. So it's very resonant tuning. There are all kinds of sympathetic vibrations, something my ex-girlfriends never had for me. I didn't forget about the other chart, which will show the specific changes that you have to tune from standard tuning to open G. Let's look at that. So let's go on a great tuning adventure. Here's yet another guitar in standard tuning, which I found attached to my tuner. So we're going to go from this to open G. You've got a reference, or a couple of references, right on your guitar in standard tuning. One is the 4th string, it's a D. And we want the 1st string and the 6th string also to be Ds. also want the fifth string to turn into a G, and you've also got a reference for that. Your third string is a G. Also helps if you have that aforementioned tuner, any kind of tuner, where the A is 440. Okay, we're right about there. And now we're in open G.